Hello, welcome back, and let's pass through if and if or functions. So it basically looks like this: if and if or functions. So I have a meal plan here, so meal 1, meal 2. Let's say I want to check a menu and see if it's ugali and nyama, which is one of my favorite meals, is available on the menu. Then I say perfect, or if it's not available, we just say not available. And the function that we are going to use is if and to just give you a snippet of what it does is it checks if two conditions return true. If they're available, then it returns true as the answer. Okay, so to put it into perspective, we say if, okay, and then we use and this is here it is. So the first logical expression is I want to check here if it's equal to ugali. I'm putting it in brackets because if it's text, then what is logic, comma, then it asks you what's the second logic. Then I say this cell if it's equal to nyama. Okay, I don't have, you can put as many as logical statements as possible, but I don't have any other. I'm just going to close the and function because you see the color of the brackets is the same, so it's red, which means it's for the and function. So it still asks me, Excel asks me, so if this logical function or logical test is returning true, if I put comma, what's the value if true? Then I want to say perfect. I want to return perfect. If the value is false, then I just say not available. You can see here. Then I hit enter. It says we found a typo. I'm just going to say okay, because it's going to complete the final bracket for us. If I drag this formula down, you'll see it's changing to not available, because this is not ugali and this is not nyama. So that's the if and, because it checks all the logical tests and all of them have to return true for it to be true. If any of them returns false, then it's not going to be true, it's going to return false, and if it's false, it's going to give the not available. So let's say I change here from nyama to mboga. See, it's not available, but here if I return nyama, it says perfect because it's now returning true. If I have an easy check where I just want to check if either of this is nyama or fish, then I can use the if or function. So I'm going to use if, then or. You see, so what's the first logic? I want to check here if it's equals to anything like ugali or potato is equals to ugali, or I put comma. What's the second logic? If J5, which I know is that cell, is equals to potato. So I want to check that. Then I close that because I don't have any other explanation for that. Or this as well is either if K5 is equals to either nyama or let me just return it to nyama. Then it asks me what if any of them is true. Then we say meat available. No, meal can be found. If not, we say look somewhere else. Then I put the closing bracket and hit enter. So it's saying meal can be found because it's ugali and nyama, okay, because one of the conditions is ugali and nyama. So for all functions, it just needs to have one of the items to be true and the whole equation is true, so it will return this true value, because we said value if true is this, value if false is this. So for all functions, if any of this is true, then will return true. If all of them are false, they are going to be false. Case in point, let me drag the formula down. You'll see on the last one it says look somewhere else, because it neither has nyama or ugali, so it's going to say look somewhere else because it's returning false. So that's the difference between if and or. If you have any questions, please comment, and then I'll be able to answer, or someone will be able to answer to your query. See you in the next tutorial where we'll be learning about printing your first spreadsheet. See you then. Bye bye.